What's up, YouTube? This week I'm going to review Coup. So Coup is a hidden identity bluffing game. It's a micro game. It's a very quick to play game. It's a great party style game where if you have a lot of people, you can play up to 6 players. If you get the expansion, you can play up to 10 players. So let's just get into the overview and I'll explain how to play it. As I said, Coup is a hidden identity bluffing game. You're going to have 2 of these cards in your hand of these different roles. They're going to be face down. You can look at them anytime you want. But you're going to be trying to figure out what the other players have in their hands, and they're going to be trying to figure out yours. Now, the interesting thing about this game is you get this cheat sheet here, and you kind of need to familiarize yourself with all the cards in the game and know exactly what they do, because this game relies heavily on bluffing and sort of psyching out your opponents into thinking you have certain cards even though you may not. So it's a game where you try to decide, do I tell the truth or do I bluff in this moment, to figure out what the other players have. You have these coins here, and what they do is they earn you money to be able to perform a coup, which will automatically reveal somebody's hand, or at least one card in their hand. So that's the basic gist of how to play. Let's move on to components. In regards to components, the thing that stood out to me first was these cards. They just feel incredibly different from other cards that you've ever played. They have sort of this linen finish to them, but it's different than other linen finishes that I've seen. It's just a very unique feel, and I can't even portray it to you on the camera, so you're just going to have to get this game to understand what I'm talking about. And then in regards to art, the art is great. It's not my favorite art style, but I can appreciate the art as being good, and I think it sort of fits the theme that they were going for here. You got these chipboard pieces for the money. They're great, good quality. Everything fits nicely into this box and it stays pretty snug. I'm definitely giving the game 5 stars. The components are great across the board, and I would not let that hold you back from this game. As far as learning the game, it's not overly difficult. There were some moments that I had to re-reference the rules, which usually means that there is some complications to things. In games like this, there's a lot going on, and paying attention to what cards can and can't do. Everybody picks it up pretty quickly once they start playing. I don't think it takes very long to learn how to play it, but there are definitely moments in the game where you get a little confused and have to reference the rules on occasion. And for that, I'm going to give the game 4 stars for learning curve. Just a slight difficulty and kind of getting into the groove of the game. Fun factor, this game is fun. Everybody that played it enjoyed it. I had a group of 4 people. We all had a blast. In fact, it was almost one of the favorite games of the day for at least a couple of the players. It just depends on, do you like to bluff and things. Even some of the people who don't normally like to bluff in games and sort of play those roles even started dabbling into it, and it was difficult to tell because you're usually counting on them to be one way, and then they do something different. It's a game of tells, and you can't always tell what somebody's going to be doing. It's just a fun game, and I would definitely recommend it. This game's going to get 5 stars for fun factor because it's a blast to play. And let's get on to the overall grade. So overall, this game is going to get the coveted S grade, and that is because it's a great game overall. If you want a quick, fast-paced game, sort of in the vein of it's a micro game like Love Letter, which I also thoroughly enjoyed, I would definitely get it if you get a chance. It's pretty cheap, so there's really nothing should stop you from getting this game. That being said, As always, subscribe and like and comment, share these videos. If there's anything you'd like to see me review, let me know. Or if you would like me to review your games, let me know. You can always message me and we can talk about that. Otherwise, as always, keep YouTubing it up.